started swimming when I was probably like 9 years old. I've always had my hopes and dreams on becoming an Olympic gymnast. And I started swimming because my best friend was a swimmer at the time, and she asked me to come and join her in the afternoons just so that we can literally play around and mess around. And at our first school gala, I swam really well and I broke all of the school records. And from that point, swimming took over and gymnastics slowly started fading away. And in 2004, my whole life changed because I was water skiing on the Val Dam where I fell and I was hit by another speedboat. So I basically had to change my whole life and basically fight for my life. I had to learn how to walk again, I had to learn how to swim again, and that's how I got involved in Paralympic sport. In Paralympic swimming, you get different categories which go from S1 to S10, which is physically disabled, and then from S11 to S13 is athletes who have visual impairment, and then your S14s will be athletes with intellectual impairment. So I'll be competing in the S10 category, which is basically muscle dysfunction, and I'll be competing in my main event, which is the 100-meter backstroke, but I'm also focused on my 100-meter butterfly and the 50 free as well.
You know, the last 4 years with Shireen, she's been faced with many challenges. Some people would think that just with the accident it all went smooth. But yeah, in the last 4 years, she had some thyroid problems that we had to sort out and deal with. She also broke her ankle 3 years ago in December. And yeah, I think that those are things that we didn't think that we're going to face as part of our preparation. But you know what, in all good athletes and professional athletes, they do get up and we get the opportunity to deal with these things. And I know it's made a much stronger competitor because she now knows that it doesn't matter what obstacle is in her way, she'll be able to overcome and make the country proud.
There was no way I could change what had happened, so I just put my mind on getting better. And I always knew that I'd get back into the water, and I think more than anything I wanted to prove to myself and to the rest of the world that I can make it back to the top, even going through such an horrific accident. And I was more determined than anything to succeed, and that's what I did.
She's a very determined person, especially when she's positive. The biggest thing is if she's positive, she's dangerous. She'll be able to beat the best person in the world any day, hands down.
If it wasn't for sports, I don't know if I would have been where I am. I would have probably given into the pressures of what other teenagers are going through, drinking, smoking, drugs, all of that other stuff. And sport has given me the opportunity to come into such a healthy environment where mind, body and soul has to be healthy in order to perform. So I think sport's really important for any person, whether you're disabled, not disabled, old, young. Sport is an amazing platform to become a better person.